We are hearing rumours that you're all in talks. What will happen to Daniel Dubois and Usykparker in the next 4 or 5 months, in your view?
Well, I think they're going to be involved in some massive fights.
But with who?
With opponents.
I know you're not good. Listen, on Thursday, you said by the evening you'd tell us who Moses Talma was going to fight. Can you tell us now?
He will be on the card.
On which card?
On the Manchester card.
On April the 5th.
Octane was at an all-time high as one of the most anticipated matchups in the heavyweight division took center stage. The build-up to this electrifying clash had fans on the edge of their seats, with speculation and secrecy surrounding the fight card set for Manchester in April. While discussions revolved around the rest of the lineup, the focus remained on this high-stakes battle that could shake up the rankings. With every passing moment, the stakes in the heavyweight division continued to rise, and the boxing world was eager to see what would happen next. In a heated conversation with Gareth A. Davies, Frank Warren did not hold back, giving fans a rare glimpse into the unfolding drama. The speculation surrounding the fighters' next moves intensified, fueling excitement and debate within the boxing community. Both competitors had made their way through the amateur ranks.
Are you thinking that the Usyk-Dubois fight still happens even though that fight's been ordered?
Yeah, and nobody knows what's going to... Well, nobody knows. There's rumours flying around that they're talking to each other to try and make that fight with Dubois and Usyk, but our preference is to fight Usyk, and we commend Gustavo at the WBO for ordering this fight, because I think Joe deserves the fight. Joe deserves the fight.
And their history only added to the anticipation of their showdown. The battle for supremacy was set to go down in boxing history, with every move playing a crucial role in determining the future of the division. Meanwhile, Joseph Parker and his team, including veteran promoter David Higgins and Spencer Brown, made it crystal clear that a fight between Parker and Oleksandr Usyk was inevitable. They raised the stakes, demanding that the showdown take place and positioning Parker as a formidable challenger. The tension surrounding the heavyweight division was palpable, and every decision made would have a lasting impact. With Parker's recent series of dominant victories, he was edging closer to a potential title shot, making this one of the most critical moments of his career. Flying in from the Congo, an up-and-coming fighter delivered a brutal performance, showcasing his relentless power and technical skill.
I'm sure he'll want to defend his belts, and I'm sure he'll want to fight Joe. But well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. They have how many days to enter negotiations? There's not been any of that. I haven't heard anything about that yet. But Joe's got a great manager, David Higgins. He's also got Spencer Brown on his team, so they will be fighting for his side.
Skill. A well-placed shot to the top of his opponent's head left a lasting impression, proving that he wasn't just another contender. He was a rising star with his sights set on the top. His performance wasn't just about securing a win, it was about making a statement and building his legacy in the world of boxing. On the other side of the heavyweight spectrum, Johnny Nelson didn't hold back in his critique of the corruption plaguing the division. He pointed out the flaws in the system, calling for a shift toward recognizing true talent over favoritism. He emphasized that boxing should reward skill, determination, and consistency rather than politics and behind-the-scenes deals. Nelson's words struck a chord with fans, who were eager to see fairness restored in the sport. As the dust settled, the burning question remained. Would the heavyweight division finally embrace true competition, or would the system continue to favor...
So the Usyk-Parker fight, I think, is a good fight. Parker's on a bit of a roll. He's just beaten Martin Bakole. That was a great knockout. I know Bakole was flying in late from the Congo and he was tired, but that shot on the top of his head sent his equilibrium, and he got stretchered and he got ironed out. It was all over the place. The fight had to be stopped. So although it was a good win for Parker, he's not going to get great credit for it. But do I want to see Parker in the ring with Usyk rather than Dubois against Usyk?
For those with the right connections. Parker's breakout performances, relentless drive, and technical versatility positioned him as a serious contender, but whether he would get the opportunities he deserved was still up in the air. fans were watching closely, knowing that the decisions made in the coming months would shape the future of the division. One thing was certain: boxing's heavyweight scene was at a turning point, and the next moves would determine its legacy for years to come. Joseph Parker has done more than just prove himself. He has demolished every obstacle in his path. Yet, the politics of boxing continue to threaten his rightful shot at the world title. Despite his dominance, Parker has had to navigate a corrupt system that favors select fighters over genuine contenders. While some boxers avoid tough challenges, Parker has taken on all comers, proving himself as one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the division. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Parker has fought his way through adversity.
Interesting. If the WBO are going to take the title off Usyk, and the Dubois fight, as I've already said, is not a unification fight, maybe give Parker his shot, and then Dubois can then step in and fight the winner of that. But I think the massive favourite, like I've already said, is Usyk if he's fighting Parker.
Refusing to let boxing politics dictate his career. The question now is whether Oleksandr Usyk will face Parker next, or if this is just another smokescreen before he announces a different opponent. Meanwhile, Parker's momentum continues to build, and with each victory, his claim for a title shot becomes undeniable. Daniel Dubois is another name in the mix, but the reality is clear. Parker has earned his shot more than anyone else. If he is denied, it will only serve as further proof of boxing's flawed system. If Parker does get the fight, it would shake the sport to its core, potentially ending Usyk's reign. With the heavyweight division hanging in the balance, one wrong move could change everything. There's no disputing that Usyk holds the heavyweight throne, but when it comes to the most deserving, battle-hardened, and dangerous contender, the answer is clear.
It was Danny Dubois that pulled out of the fight, not Joseph Parker. And it was Danny Dubois that put himself out of line for it. So why would Danny Dubois be awarded a direct crack of Usyk when he pulled out the fight? So the right person to get the crack should be Joseph Parker. Why not? He was the one that turned up to fight. He fought, got the job.
Joseph Parker. No debates, no hesitation. Parker has torn through the division, proving he is ready for the ultimate challenge. Parker isn't just another challenger. He's stepping in as the man who could end Usyk's dominance. The countdown has begun, and all eyes are on what happens next. Meanwhile, Frank Warren is likely working behind the scenes, desperately trying to maneuver Daniel Dubois into the fight instead. You can almost picture the negotiations happening, with efforts to convince Parker to step aside. However, Parker has never been one to back down. Fans who once criticized him for not taking enough risks must now acknowledge his relentless pursuit of greatness. His resilience and ability to learn from setbacks have made him stronger than ever. The question remains: will Parker finally get his deserved title shot, or will boxing politics once again dictate the future of the sport?
Why should it be Dubois or Usyk? Why don't they step up and let him fight? But listen, I don't pay the money. It's not my, it's if they want that. But I don't like that. I think it's wrong. I think Joe should be given he'll get a fight.
One thing is certain: Joseph Parker is ready, and the world is watching. Subscribe for more explosive boxing updates.